Welcome to Gardner Field here for some caveman softball. We're here on an unfamiliar spot here, different location. Gardner Field again on Bethel University's campus. The Lady Cavemen the Cavemen will be facing off against the Goshen Pilgrims,
Plymouth
Ply-
Pilgrims.
Plymouth Pilgrims. My apologies, I'm a little rusty. I haven't been on the broadcast in a very long time. It's been a few months, but we're here with a new voice. As you just heard, Kim Stokes, her second time on the mic here on air. First time for softball, just like myself. Cam, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I had a lot of fun doing track, and this is going to be just as fun tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. We're in for a good one. Obviously, we're in a different atmosphere, just like the cavemen are here. They're not playing in their usual location. They play at Ward Baker Park, but now, as we said, they're at here at Gardner Field, getting ready to suit up and play some softball against the Plymouth Pilgrims. So we're excited. We got some notes for you. Mishawaka having a pretty good year so far. They've won 8 games straight. They just defeated Northridge. They completed their game yesterday. It was a score of 4-0. They begun their game on Friday against against Northridge,
Northridge.
excuse me. But due to weather, the game was cut short in the second inning. Then they took over and played the rest of the game last night back in Middlebury. Yesterday, Olivia Boating led the Cayman in hits with two. Lily Henbeck and Callahan Steinman both singled, and Chloe Hershey with a big game, made big for her team, scored both runs with a two, or helped run, batted in both runs with a 2 RBI double. So the Cavemen having a very good season, as I mentioned. Their record is 11-4, but Plymouth not doing too shabby either with the record of 11-6. They most recently fell to Northridge the day before yesterday when the Cavemen played them. Score was 5-1. So a lot to be excited for here. Two very good teams, two 11-win teams. So we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Cam, this is your first year. You're a freshman doing Mishawaka Network. How's the experience been so far as the year's wrapping up?
Honestly, I love it. I get to go to all the games, which I enjoy. I'm a big sports fan myself. And I've met a lot of new people. I'm getting a lot of new experiences. And overall, I just say the experience is really fun.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I know as a freshman, even though this is your first year at the high school, you've been very, very involved in this
Yes.
program we have, and confident the whole way through. As you just correct me a few times, so even I'm off my game sometimes. Even though I've been doing this is my second year now, but this will be fun. Like I mentioned earlier, this is our both of our first times covering softball. We've yet to cover baseball, but we've been kind of set with a pretty cool opportunity here. Not only
Absolutely.
not only calling softball, but here on a university campus, it's pretty cool.
hmm And hopefully, we'll be able to do it for baseball soon on May 17th.
Yes, we will be calling a game at Four Winds Field, even more prestigious than here at Gardner Field, where a professional team plays. So that's gonna be very fun. Calling baseball, never done that before either, but should be fun. We both got people that we know on both teams, softball and baseball, so I know they're excited for that as well.
Absolutely.
We got a good crew here. A little shorter staff today, but a lot of people, a few of our guys and girls came out to join the crew and help put on this broadcast. So hopefully it'll be a good one. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of notes as we don't usually cover baseball or softball, but you and a few of, I think 3 or 4 of our other members of Mishawaka Network go and take photos at Baker Park. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so me and actually one of our camera people, Vanna Saylor, we've been going out and just taking a lot of pictures. Monday, we went and did baseball and tennis, so I'd say that's been going pretty well. I've gotten to see a lot of the victories that our softball team has gone through. On the Caveman Sports page, you can see some of the pictures that we've taken. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. Spring is gonna be a fun one. But yeah, we can see the players. The atmosphere is very, very, very cool. We see the fans are filling in a little bit. I know the players, some players on our Cayman softball team, I know they're excited as well. But yeah,
I can tell our team's getting ready. They're watching the Pilgrims warm up. They all seem pretty excited.
Yeah, and watching the opposing team practice, especially, can never do you any harm. Getting maybe a little bit of an edge, noticing something that could help throughout the game, and even although it may be rare, could provide the winning play for them.
Absolutely.
But as I mentioned, we got a little less than 30 minutes. For now, we're going to take a little break, but we will be back shortly. Or never mind. Actually, we're going to get some more.
Warm ups.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, you actually play golf. How's that going?
It's going pretty well. We've got a longer season than the majority of our spring sports offered at the high school, but it's going pretty well. Our varsity record is not where we wanted to be, but our JV record, we've only got one loss. So as a JV player, I'm happy about that. But yeah. So yeah, golf season's going. You don't have me, do you?
Nope, I do not.
Hey, Mr. Randall.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. Once again, I'm Daniel Phillips here. Alongside me is Cam Stokes. We're getting ready to provide for you some cavemen softball. Just wrapped up the anthem as well as player intros, and it's going to be a fun one here. Two very good ball teams. And, I can tell the atmosphere is just a little different than it is at Baker Park, it being a university softball field, and our crew's excited, we're excited, the players are excited. How much better could it get?
And I don't think it can get much better, honestly.
We've got our crew down there getting shots of the cavemen dugout and getting pictures as well as they are about to take the field. And there you go, you see the cavemen defense touching home plate as they go ahead and take their spots. And it looks like, to start off,
We have Lily St. Clair pitching.
and we've got Caden Spencer for the Pilgrims batting first. See Lily St. Clair pitching to her catcher, Cassie Connell, getting warmed up and ready for this one.
Which, as you said earlier, you know some of the girls on the team. Do you know anybody who is on the field right now?
Yeah, I know Lily St. Clair, I know Holly Shine over there in right field. I know a majority of these players out here, and I know they're all excited. Olivia Belting, and I know a lot of these people, and I know they're excited to get ready. We see some players that are going to be hanging in the dugout for a while, but depending on the way this game goes, they may get some playing time. They're over there playing catch in left field, and they're taking the dugout now as Lily St. Clair is almost done warming up. And Caden Spencer is getting ready to face St. Clair here in the batter's box.
Leading off today's Northern Lakes Conference softball action from Plymouth, center fielder number 2, Haley Bossy.
Looks like I got the name wrong. I apologize. We got 2 number 1s on our roster. That's actually Haley Bossy, the junior outfielder righty, about to take this first pitch. She took that one, didn't want to take a hack at it. Ball 1, good take there. St. Clair, the windup, and hits Bossy there. She's going to go ahead and take the base right away.
Batting second for Plymouth, at field number 4, Althea Bone.
Got number 4, a senior, the outfielder, Althea Baum, another righty. Lily St. Clair, usually a very sharp pitcher. She got a piece of it, but it's going to be fouled outright. 0-1 count. Now, as I mentioned, Lily St. Clair, usually a very efficient pitcher. She's just a junior in high school. Things like hitting a batter by a pitch usually doesn't happen. Second ball, she gets another piece of it. That's up and fielded there by Lily Handback, the first baseman, getting the job done there, getting the Cayman their first out.
Now batting for Plymouth, batting third, the shortstop, number 5, Liz Deerfield.
Got Liz Deerfield, number 5 for the Pilgrims, the junior. She's an infielder. 3 righties in a row Lily St. Clair's faced. She was looking to bunt. Now we see Bossy trying to steal, and she's safe. A stolen base for Haley Bossy. One 0 count here for Baum. She's going to take that pitch. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Even it out here. St. Clair winds up, third pitch. That's her second strike. Now she's ahead in the count. 1-2 count. And Cam, right now, what are you seeing from the Cayman defense that you like, despite that steal there by Bossy?
It looks like they seem to be communicating pretty well. I can hear not just players in the dugout, but I can also hear the players on the field, and I've realized that that's what's going to make these Cavemen get the victory tonight.
Yeah, we both know that teammate support plays a big, big part in closing out a contest. As that pitch is fouled away. And she swings through that one. Lily St. Clair, you hear celebratory roar there on the mound. She's starting to get her groove back. 2 outs in a row. We're going to see our 4th Plymouth batter of the day.
Looks like Riley Mann.
First pitch, high and outside. It's going to be a ball. Ball 1, 1-0 count. That one inside, but she's going to get that one to go. Even up the count, 1-1. 2 outs. We got a girl on second, ready to go. That one's very inside. Looks like it's going to be ball 2. Man now ahead in the count. Going to be ball 3. St. Clair in a little bit of trouble here. She's going to have to get one in the strike zone here and make sure that it's not made with good contact. And another one outside, and she's going to get walked. Man now on first. We got, still got Haley Bossy there on second base, and now we've got Man aboard on first.
It looks like we have Aubrey Ferguson up to bat.
That one high and outside. Ball 1. The windup. Pitch delivered, and that's a little too inside. Ball 2. 0 strikes. Once again, we've got 2 outs, still top of the first inning. St. Clair got her swinging, and that's strike 1. We got a 2-1 count on our hands here with 2 outs and a girl on first and second. A lot of pressure here to get some contact. and she's going to get some there. That ball is going to be fair, but she's caught, and that is going to do it for the top of the first. Score is 0-0. Nobody getting the edge on anyone so far, and we're going to get our first look at this Cavemen offense led by Holly Shine, the sophomore, and many others. Having a good season this year, as we mentioned. Olivia Belting had two hits last outing yesterday when they finished up the game against Northridge. So she's definitely looking to maybe extend that hitting streak. What are you excited for, Kim, with this Caveman offense?
I'm just excited to see them get a lot of runs. I know I am at almost every single home softball game, and I've noticed that Caveman offense is just pretty good.
Yeah, they've got an explosive offense and pretty fundamental as far as I've seen the games that I've been to. And we all know that fundamental always gets the job done. Flashy play isn't always going to win you games, and I know Coach Brian Miller always preaches that, and his girls listen to him when he does.
Yes.
See that Pilgrim defense is warming up now. I'm sure they're not happy with being scoreless in the first inning, but there's a lot of ball game left. They're going to have quite a few more chances to get some on the board.
Yes, which actually, if you're looking at the Caveman roster, there's only one freshman on the team.
Yeah, Callahan Steinman.
Callahan Steinman. I would say she's a pretty impressive player. She's good on the field and in class. I personally have classes with her. I know her personally. And she's really good on the field, and she's amazing in the classroom. You can definitely see all of her dedication. She is a two-sport athlete, and you don't see that often.
Yeah, you got to admire a good student athlete that not only takes what they do on the field seriously, but off the field just as much, if not more. And from what I've heard, Callahan Steinman definitely does that. And it looks like we're going to have our pitcher in the batter's box first. Lily St. Clair going to lead off the Cavemen, the junior lefty.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for our Mishawaka Cavemen, the pitcher, number 2.
And that's definitely not something you see much.
No, she goes, takes off her pitching glove, grabs her bat, puts on her helmet, and gets ready to take on somebody that plays her position. That first pitch is going to be outside. That's Kayla Johnson there on the mound. One 0 count. That one's going to get in there. Even count at 1. Lily St. Clair trying to be patient. Get as much out of this at-bat as she can. That one also outside. Oh, that's actually inside. My apologies. That's going to be second strike of the at-bat. Now it's going to even up the count. Ball 2. And she's going to get some contact. That one popped up and going to be easily fielded by that Pilgrim defense. Now, despite the result there, we can't deny that Lily St. Clair is definitely just as poised in the batter's box as she is on the mound. Got a little Olivia Bolting up here to hit second for the Cavemen. First pitch going to be a strike for Johnson. She just got out Lily St. Clair. She wants to keep that streak going. And that one got some contact, but it's fumbled, and she's going to get in safely there at first base. Olivia Belting going to get the first hit for the Cavemen of the night. A nice little single there. She'll be happy with that.
Number 10, Holly Shaw.
Now, Holly Shine, somebody I know pretty personally, been going to school with her for about 4 years now. She's also a caveman basketball player, which I know she enjoys, but if you ask her, she's definitely going to say that softball is a greater love for her. She's going to take this first pitch. She's going to take a swing at it. It's going to be fouled away, going to almost hit her hands there. Holly Shine, just a sophomore, but a regular varsity player for the Cavemen. Second pitch, she's going to try to bunt, but no good on that. And Olivia Belton's going to steal second. She's going to do so successfully. Shine behind on the count, 0-2, not where she wants to be. Johnson, the pitch. Holly gets through, a nice hit. Great contact. Olivia Belton, she's rounding third, going home, fumbled by the left fielder out there. Holly Shine going to get a single. Probably could have got a little bit more out of that, but she wanted to keep it safe. Talk to her first baseman coach, maybe get some advice. Chloe Hershey up to bat here. Another sophomore. Also a Caveman wrestler. That one's going to get in there for the first strike of the at-bat. Once again, we just saw Lily Belton get the first run for the Caveman. Your score is 1-0. Pitch inside. She took a swing at it. Holly Shine going to steal a base successfully. She stole second. Now in scoring position. Chloe Hershey down on the count. 0-2. She's going to get a nice smooth swing on it, but it's going to be fielded. A nice double play for the Pilgrims. And that is going to end the inning. Your first inning is now in the books. Your score is 1-0. The Cavemen leading. Not the most exciting inning we've seen offensively, but we got one run. Olivia Belting stealing second and then going ahead taking advantage of Holly Shine's single and getting the first run for the Cavemen. What are you liking so far out of the Cavemen right now, with having them in the lead right now, and what do you think they need to continue doing in order to keep that streak going?
Like I said earlier, communication is key when it comes to sports in general. I can hear everyone in the dugout getting excited. I can see the teams excited. And the Caveman offense is just, I feel like, superior to many other teams. They get those balls up there almost every single time. And yes, we have a lot of improvement, but there's only going up from here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Way to stay optimistic. I'm sure the Caveman coaches and players are trying to do the exact same thing. But with that, I think we've got a little bit of time as Lily St. Clair is going to warm up a little bit with Cassie Connell, and we're going to head to our first commercial break of the day, get our crew ready. I don't know about your voice, but mine's already getting a little bit tired. Not too much.
A little bit.
But I'm getting a little tired. So we're going to go ahead and head to commercial here. And we will be back with some more softball.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Gardner Field with some Cavemen softball facing up against an NFC opponent in the Plymouth Pilgrims. Lily St. Clair has this count even up in this first at-bat of the second inning. As Johnson is going to swing through that. Johnson, once again, we see the Pilgrims kind of doing exactly what the Cavemen did. They've got their pitcher in the batter's box. Kayla Johnson here, batting for the Pilgrims. And that's going to get past Lily St. Clair, but fielded well. And that's going to do it for Kayla Johnson. She's going to go ahead and take a seat. first out of the inning.
Here in the second inning, the second base, number 8, Lily Runyon.
We've got Lily Runyon, number 8 for the Pilgrims, the sophomore infielder. She's going to enter the box, see what she can do up against Lily St. Clair. St. Clair throws a pitch outside for ball 1. St. Clair gets her to swing there. Runyon thought she was going to take that one home, but swung through it. First strike of the at-bat. She's going to take another swing. That one popped up. It's a fly ball, and it's going to be fielded well by Holly Shine back there in right field. The second out already.
In right field, number 11.
Lily St. Clair's had 2 batters enter the batting box, the batter's box, and then leave and head straight to the dugout. She's gotten both out. Strike 1 of the at-bat. Lily St. Clair, I know she's feeling pretty confident, has yet to give up a run. She swung at that, but that's going to go right behind her, a foul ball. And her second strike of the at-bat, 0-2 count. Never where you want to be as a batter. Softball or baseball, being behind in the count by 1 is bad enough, but 2 with no balls is not good. She's going to take a swing at that. It's going to roll slowly, fielded well, and that's going to end the top of the second. 3 in and 3 out for Lily St. Clair.
To the bottom of the second, the score remains Mishawaka 1, Plymouth 0.
We're going to move on to the bottom of the second. Your score is still 1-0, the Cavemen leading. We're going to head to a break as we have a little bit of time before the Cavemen offense gets set up. We'll be back with some Cavemen softball.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide what now? Slide. Bring it up now. Bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
And we are back here. Mishawaka Network providing you some Cavemen softball here at Gardner Field. We've got Cavemen hitter in the batter's box right now, Carmen Frazier, the sophomore third baseman. A righty currently ahead in the count, 1-0. 2-0 actually, 2 balls, 0 strikes so far. Johnson the pitch, Carmen got a piece of it, but it's gonna go straight to the shortstop and post the first out.
Now coming to the plate this time for real, the designated player number 3, Desiree Couvet.
We've got a new Caveman student and softball player here. We got Desiree Cove here to bat. And that's going to get through. A nice little single there. Kind of a little lack of focus for that Plymouth, or by that Plymouth Pilgrim defense, but that is going to happen.
Batting 7, The shortstop for Mishawaka, number 1, Lily Hedback.
Now Lily Handback, the Cavemen's shortstop. She's a senior. This is her last year playing Cavemen softball. She's going to take that first pitch. Showing great play discipline doing so. It's going to be ball 1. Johnson the pitch. Handback's going to get a piece on it, and second baseman tries to dive for it. No good. And that's going to get through, and we see that Couve is going to score. And Lily Handback got herself a double on a great hit there. And great base running by Desiree Couve. And again, I apologize if I butcher that name. Brendan Lewinsky, the outfielder, senior, here to bat. Just received word that I, in fact, was pronouncing that name incorrectly. It's Desiree Couve. My apologies. Make sure we get that right for the duration of the game. Johnson, that was a pitch inside on Lewinsky. It's going to be the first ball of the at-bat. Count now even at 1-1. Brenda Lewinsky to bunt, goes straight to the pitcher. Will she get there? She's speedy, but not speedy enough. She's going to get caught there at first. Second out of the inning for the Cavemen.
Batting ninth and coming to the plate.
But it looks like the Cavemen did get another run.
They did. We just saw the Lily Handback RBI double there, letting Couve come in and score. And we just saw, oh, once again, we had a Caveman score. I just missed that. But now your score is 3-0.
With Cassie Connell, one of the seniors, up to bat.
Yes, the Caveman catcher. Look at you. I didn't even think to introduce the batter. I'm worried about the score, but she's ahead on the count. Ball 1. Now it looks like Johnson's going to get in there for a strike to even up the count. Johnson to wind up the pitch, and Connell's going to swing through that one. No contact. 1-2 count, 2 strikes. Connell behind on this at-bat, rather. Connell going to take a swing at it, go straight to Johnson. That's 3 outs for you. That's going to end the second inning. Your score is 3-0. The Cavemen leading the Pilgrims currently. I know they had to be feeling good. 1 run in the first inning, 2 in the second, and some great defensive play. The Pilgrims remain scoreless, and once again, your score is 3-0. We're going to give ourselves and our crew a little break. We're going to head to commercial here very quickly. We'll be back. Just a quick 30-second commercial. We'll be back with some Cavemen softball.
Hi, I'm Nate Zollman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zollman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zollman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zollman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zollman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
And we are back with the start of the third inning. This NLC matchup between the Plymouth Pilgrims and the Mishawaka Cavemen. The Cavemen leading once again by 3. The score 3-0. They've been doing great on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. The Cavemen have been fairly efficient.
She's not the next batter.
Once again, we've got Lily St. Clair on the mound, and a little confusion on here on who's to bat next. And now we're going to get the third inning leadoff. Number 1 for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Ken, who do we have in the batter's box?
We have Gracie Patrick, a freshman at Plymouth.
And that foul ball almost came straight at us. Thank God for that net. It's going to be the first strike of the at-bat. Looks like that didn't show up on the scoreboard, but it's going to be another foul ball. Now we got it. 2 strikes. She's down with the count 0-2. Patrick needs to be careful here. Maybe get some contact or at least show some plate discipline. Make sure she doesn't let one get through the zone. St. Clair the pitch. She's going to take a hack at it, but it wasn't fair. Going to have to come back. Kind of got a little lucky on that one because I have a feeling that Carmen Frazier was going to toss that one over to first and get the job done for the first out of the inning. But
it looks like Patrick there actually took a fall on her way to first base.
Yeah, she had to stop herself mid-stride. St. Clair the pitch. That's way too inside. She's not going to like that one. That's going to be the first ball of the at-bat. Your count is 1-2. St. Clair the pitch. Swing taken by Patrick. Fielded to first base safely. It's going to be the first out of the inning.
Coming to the plate from Plymouth, center fielder, number 2, Haley Bussey.
Got Haley Bussey back in the batter's box. Her second trip today. She did pretty well last time, got all the way to second base for her team. Stole second to get there. Got ball 1. Now that one foul tip. It's going to even the count. Well, St. Clair here to pitch. That one going to get in there for a strike. Got a 1-2 count on our hands. Lily St. Clair ahead on the count. And that one she's going to get a piece of. It's popped up and fielded by the first baseman. The K-men got 2 quick outs. I believe that was Cassie Connell there.
Number 4,
Fielding that one. Now we've got in the batter's box Alyssa Bohm. Or Alsea Bohm, excuse me. St. Clair, first pitch delivered. It's going to be in the strike zone. That one going to be outside to even up the count. Now, Cam, I know you've never played softball. All right, I know you've played baseball before, but you haven't played softball for the K-men or in quite some time, I imagine. But
No.
I know you are a pretty big baseball fan, and that one gets popped up, may find its way into the K-men dugout, and it does. They made sure to clear out of the way to ensure they don't get hit. But anyway, back to you. I know you're a baseball fan. You want to tell us how that applies to softball and how much you enjoy watching that?
Honestly, I've been a baseball fan since I was little. My whole family grew up St. Louis Cardinals fans. So I've spent a lot of time playing baseball, or not playing baseball, but watching baseball. And one thing I have noticed is softball and baseball are quite alike. You will see a few differences here, like, you know, pitching is very different. So are some of the rules here and there, but I would say they're all the two sports are pretty similar.
I liked everything you said there except for the fact that you say you grew up a Cardinals fan. As I'm a big Cubs fan, but that's okay. Set our differences aside for this one broadcast. Lily St. Clair to pitch here. She's ahead in the count as she's going to get a piece of it there, and she's going to be safe. Bomb now on first base. A nice little sneaky hit there, showing off that speed.
Seems that the Cavemen are not too happy about that one.
Not at all. That was a very close call, but she stepped on the bag in very good, quick fashion and somewhat lucky fashion. Lily St. Clair. Lined up, taking a swing at it immediately, and that's going to be easily fielded. That is going to end the top of the third here. The Pilgrims remain scoreless. Your score is still 3-0. And we will be back with some more Cavemen softball after this break.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance. And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Back to Network Field, where Bethel University softball team plays. We see the Pilgrim defense warming up, getting ready for the bottom of the third. Again, what are you liking so far out of the Cavemen?
You know, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I absolutely love Caveman offense. I would say that we're really good at getting on base, and then once we're on base, the Cavemen steal a lot of their bases, and it works for them.
Yeah, we've seen 2 stolen bases, I believe, so far, in Olivia Boating and Holly Shine, both stealing second.
Which, speaking of Cavemen, we actually have the pitcher, Lily St. Clair, back at bat.
Yes, we do. The lefty, I believe the only lefty in their lineup, takes a swing at it immediately and caught by the pitcher, Kayla Johnson. She was ready for that one, saw that one come at her. And there are times when you're a pitcher, I've heard that when the ball's coming at you, your instinct is to put your hand in front of you just so you don't get hit. But that one, she was just ready to catch it.
Oh, yeah.
Get that first out for a team. Quick first out on the first pitch of the bottom of this third inning. Johnson the pitch.
And it seems that we have Boltink back up at bat.
Olivia Bolting having herself another good game. Johnson, a strike right down the middle. And now Bolting, as I show off my announcer's curse that I've mentioned many times before, is going to take the strike down now. She's going to take that strike, and now she's down in the count, 0-2. That one fouled away. The count is still 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Olivia Bolting is going to be smart on that pitch there. Or actually, yeah, she's going to be smart. It looked like that one was way inside. It's going to be the first ball of that at-bat. And she's going to swing through that one. And she's not going to be happy with that. Not sure what the confusion is there. Is she out or is she not?
And it seems that that was called as a foul, or a foul ball.
Looks like it may have been tipped and I just didn't hear it or see it. But lucky for Olivia Belting, she's gonna let this, she's gonna have this at-bat last a little bit longer. And that's gonna be another one fouled away. Belting definitely looking to, at the very least, even this count up. At 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson the pitch. She's gonna get a nice swing on it, and it's gonna get through. Will she get there? And she will. She is safe there at first. A nice single for Olivia Belting. She is 2-2 for the day. 2 for 2, I should say.
Which, Daniel, I know we've been talking about Plymouth as the Pilgrims, but they do have 2 mascots, don't they?
They do. They are the Pilgrims for every sport except for soccer, football, and wrestling, I believe. Hopefully, I know Mr. Randall's listening to this broadcast. Hopefully I got it right as Holly Shine's going to take that pitch, and Olivia Belting's going to try to steal, and she is safe. Her second stolen base of the day. A great play there as Holly Shine's going to take that first pitch wisely. It's going to be a ball. But yes, except they are the Pilgrims for every sport except for soccer, football, and wrestling. For those sports, they are the Rockies, the Plymouth Rockies.
Which, speaking of Mr. Rendell, I know he did talk to their athletic director, and the school is talking about just having 1 mascot for all sports.
That would definitely make it a lot easier on us as commentators, broadcasters. A little difficult for us when there's 2 different mascots, but Holly Shine going to get a piece of that one. Touched the glove of the Plymouth Pilgrims third baseman, and she stopped, but she's going to keep going, and she's going to take second. Olivia Belting finds herself at third. Holly Shine, a nice double there.
Catcher number 19, Chloe Hershey.
Now Chloe Hershey, another sophomore. Sophomores back-to-back. She's here to bat. Second at bat of the day. She's going to take that first one. It's going to be ball 1. That 2 going to be inside. Ball 2. She's ahead in the count. Once again, your score is still 3-0. Came in leading, bottom of the third. Not great contact on that swing there as Chloe Hershey's going to find herself out, but Holly Shine is going to slide into third, and Olivia Belting is going to go ahead and get that run in for the K-Men, extending their lead now to 4. Your score 4-0.
Number 18, Carmen Frazier.
Now Carmen Frazier, back-to-back-to-back sophomores. She's up to bat. Going to get a little contact there. A line drive going to get caught by Pilgrim defense, and they're going to toss it safely to first base, and that's going to end your inning.
And after 3 complete innings of Northern Lakes Conference softball,
Now we've got a score, once again, of 4-0. Mishawaka K-Men doing a very great job on both sides of the ball. Obviously some things they'd like to clean up, but so far so good. We're going to take a quick break and be back shortly with the start of the 4th inning for you.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Gardner Field as we have the start of the fourth inning for you. Now, leading off for the Pilgrims, who do we have in the batter's box, Kim?
We have number 10, Riley Mann. And she is a senior at Riley.
Senior.
Or Riley at...
Her name is Riley. She's a senior at Plymouth. She's their catcher. It's her second at-bat of the day, and she's behind right now. And now, actually, the count is even. A 1-1 count we've got in our hands here. Lee St. Clair pitching her fourth inning. Allowing no runs so far. That pitch a little inside. Actually, just the right amount of inside. It's going to be a strike. She's ahead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. St. Clair the windup, the pitch. That was a fly ball deep to left, and it's going to be fielded. First out of the fourth inning. This man's going to take a seat. And now we have to bat Aubrey Ferguson. She is a junior and a pitcher and infielder for the Pilgrims. She's going to take that pitch a little too inside. Lily St. Clair is going to be ball 1. And
So
that one's going to find the dirt. Sorry to cut you off. 2 balls, 0 strikes.
That's right, Daniel. I know we talked about it a little bit, but baseball is going to be at Four Winds Field on May 17th. I know there comes with advantages and disadvantages with that. What are you hoping to see that day?
Well, I'm definitely hoping to see a Caveman baseball win over New Prairie, and seeing our boys having fun out there on a pro field. I mean, they get to enjoy that experience every year. Lady St. Clair pitch. It's going to be her first in there for a strike, 3-1 count. But, yeah, I'm very excited. Both you and myself will be in attendance at that game, hopefully calling it.
Hopefully.
I believe we will be, and that's going to be fun as well.
And we might see Mishawaka Network's Brady Gallo out there.
We probably will. If not, we'll definitely see him in the dugout supporting his teammates as he always does. As that pop-up is fielded, and that's going to be 2 straight outs for the Pilgrims. Lee St. Clair, once again, has not allowed a run today. Now, despite her batting performance, she has to feel good about her performance on the mound. St. Clair gets Johnson to swing. We got some pitcher-on-pitcher action. One is batting, though. Kayla Johnson of the Pilgrims, her second at-bat.
And I'm sure the heat out here does not help the Cavemen too much. It has cooled down a little bit, but...
Yeah, it's definitely cool, nice and cool in here with an air-conditioned press box, but I'm sure out there wearing the gear and everything has to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I know majority of our Caveman softball players have been playing this sport for a long time, so I'm sure they're pretty used to it. Lee St. Clair ahead in the count, 0-2 count for you here. Johnson makes a swing at it, and it is fielded by Carmen Frazier. Throw over the head. But either way, Kayla Johnson is going to have to find her way back to the batter's box, as that ball was not fair. St. Clair the pitch. Another swing taken. That's going to find its way, I think, out of the ballpark. Thankfully, over the fans, though. Still got an 0-2 count. Kayla Johnson is going to have to make something happen for her team as she is looking at 2 outs here. Doesn't want to fall. That popped up and fielded easily by the Camden shortstop. Callahan Steinman, the freshman we were just talking about, and that's going to do it for the top of the 4th inning. We're going to move to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll bring that to you in a little bit. Just a few moments, we will return from break, but for now, we're going to take some time off. Be back.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, kick slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Welcome back to Gardner Field, where we bring to you the bottom of the 4th inning here. Desiree Couve got that name right this time. She's up to bat, her second at-bat of the day. That one's going to be foul tipped. It's going to be strike 1 of the at-bat.
Which, Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but Desiree is also a wrestler, isn't she?
She is. She's also a Caveman wrestler, just like her teammate, Chloe Hershey. And she's a pretty good wrestler, too. Girls wrestling specifically, has some big news this year, as it is now a set-in-stone regular season sport in IHSAA. The girls were definitely very excited. I talked to both Chloe and Desiree. They're both excited to actually compete and have a structured season, as Desiree is going to fall behind the count. The count is 1-2.
I know there's been a lot of changes in IHSAA this year, or for next year, isn't there?
There's quite a few. There's a lot of changes going on. We had some changes this year as far as boys wrestling with the weight classes. They have all been changed a good amount. Not sure if they're going to maintain those or not. But, yeah, we're seeing a lot of changes, the majority of them positive, so that's always nice. Couve's going to have to take a step back on that one as that ball was inside. Got an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kayla Johnson, the pitch. Desiree Couve going to get one through after 2 fielders looking to get a hand on it, but they can't. She's going to get herself a nice little single. We saw 2 gloves diving for that ball, neither successful. Now we've got Lily Handback, the senior, back to bat here. Lily Handback has had herself quite the career in the Caveman softball uniform. As a senior who I know is very passionate about this sport, as she swings through that one. And Couve steals handily, and it's going to even still get through, but she's going to stay steady at second. But Lily Handback, I'm aware, she's mentioned it many times, she's very, very passionate about softball. I believe it's the only sport she plays here at the high school. And I know she'll be sad to turn her jersey come their last game. As that one's going to get in there, too, for a second strike.
Which, speaking of the last game, we don't have much school left this year, do we?
We do not. Our final day of school is June 3rd. I know a majority of students, including myself, is looking forward to that, but still got a lot of fun, a lot of fun weeks that await us.
And we still have a few live streams left also.
We do. And she's going to get hit by a pitch. She's going to move on to first. Desiree Couve waiting there patiently
Count the play for Mishawaka
at second.
on number 6.
Once again, your score is 4-0. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bryn Lewinsky, the senior in the batter's box. She's going to get a piece of that one. It's going to be popped up, and it's going to be fielded. Desiree Couve's got to find herself back, and she's going to be safe. Bryn Lewinsky's going to have to go take a seat, but believe it or not, that's our first out of the bottom of the 4th. As you mentioned earlier, Cam, when I asked you what you liked about this Cayman softball team, and you mentioned their offense, you're being proven right, and I'm seeing why you said that now. We're 4 innings deep. They're up by 4. A lot of great hitting, a lot of great base running.
Yes, which also, I do believe this game hasn't only been going on for about 40 minutes.
No, we had our 6 o'clock start time, and we're already flying through this one.
And it looks like we may have a Caven victory.
It's looking that way so far. We've got a 2-0 count, 2 balls, 0 strikes. Gayla Johnson. The wind up in the pitch. That one's not going to get in there. Ball 3. Johnson, she's going to walk Connell there. Cassie Connell's going to go ahead and take first base. And the runners on first and second now take second and third. We got Desiree Couve on third base for the Cavemen. And Lily Handback on second. Looks like we might got a little timeout here as the Plymouth head coach wants to share a few words with Kayla Johnson. Maybe provide a little confidence after giving up 4 runs and even more hits so far today. Lily Sinclair out to bat. Now, once again, we just saw the Plymouth coach speak to Johnson on the mound. She's going to throw one outside. And it's very important for coaches to reassure their players and, you know, try to instill confidence in times of need. Not every game is going to be a success. It's important that players know that. 1-0 count, and that one is going to be a wild pitch. And Desiree Couve is going to go in and score, bringing in the Cayman's 5th run. Lily Handbeck at third. Cassie Connell at second base. Lily St. Clair ahead on the count. 2-0. She's 0 for 2 today. Looking to get a hit. That's going to be another ball. Maybe not a hit, but maybe a walk here. We got a 3-0 count on our hands. Kayla Johnson, she's got to get one in the strike zone. And that's going to be one in the strike zone. We got a 3-1 count. Johnson and Lily St. Clair is going to get a piece of it. Still going to remain hitless, but Handback is going to try to get in there, and she does. 6 runs for the Cavemen. The Pilgrims still scoreless, but not a completely empty play there for the Pilgrims. They're going to get Lily St. Clair out there on the fly ball.
Which 6 runs is pretty impressive in general, but specifically because the Cavemen don't really have a home field advantage here like they would normally.
No, neither teams do. They're both playing in a totally alternate location or different location, however you want to say it. But the Cavemen are completely dominating. I think that's fair to say. As we've got Olivia Belting, who's having a phenomenal day. That first pitch is going to find the strike zone. Got an 0-1 count. Johnson, the pitch. Olivia Belting's going to maybe get out for the first time. No, never mind. That's going to go right through the glove of the Pilgrim first baseman. And she's going to get yet another hit. 3 hits on the day. A nice little single there. And Cassie Connell is going to come in and score the Cavemen's 7th run of the day. The Pilgrims still scoreless. Your score is 7-0 as Holly Shine will come with the bat. Johnson throws the pitch high and outside. Lily Bothing's going to get out there, attempting to steal a base, and that's going to end the inning. Unfortunate for the Cavemen, but she was close there. She had a chance, but the Pilgrim defense just a little bit ahead. Once again, your score is 7-0. We're going to take another break. We'll be back with the 5th inning.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. We are bringing to you the 5th inning of this NLC contest between the Plymouth Pilgrims and the Mishawaka Cavemen. Lily St. Clair still on the mound. Leading off for the Pilgrims, the top of the 5th, is Lily Runyon. Gets a piece of that one. That one's going to be fielded safely by the left fielder. Caveman left fielder, believe. Can't seem to find it on my roster.
I think it may be Desiree Cuvée.
Desiree Cuvée sounds like left field, excuse me.
So, Daniel, speaking of the school year ending, we have a pretty big project going on in Mr. Rundle's class right now. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yours?
Yeah, so actually just mentioned Brady Gallo not too long ago, as we've got a base runner there for the Plymouth Pilgrims on first. But I'm actually making a documentary about Brady Gallo and his story of choosing Mishawaka High School, as that one's going to be fouled out of the park and actually in the throwing ring, it looks like, over there. But yeah, I'm actually making a documentary, a short film about Brady Gallo. He chose Mishawaka High School over another school, and he's enjoyed it. And I think he's told me that one of the main reasons he stayed was not only because of baseball, but because of this program here, the Mishawaka Network, and his involvement in it.
Well, that will be definitely a fun one to see, Daniel.
Yeah, no doubt. It's in the makings right now. It's in the works, but should be a good one. Got an even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lily St. Clair the pitch. That one's going to be outside. Not going to find a strike zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, you want to tell us about your final project? I know we were just talking about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah. So I would say it is pretty ambitious. But I noticed this year that Mishawaka Network did not have a website. So I'm working on bringing one all together. You'll be able to access live streams and the weekly newscasts that the network puts out. And also there will be a staff directory, and you'll be able to see everyone here who's working behind the scenes giving you your broadcasts.
That strike gonna be that throw gonna be a little too high. Liz St. Clair gonna pitch her fourth ball of the at bat, and now we're gonna have runners on second and first. But yeah, Kim, I think that's a phenomenal idea. I think it's gonna help Mr. Randall for years to come and the Mishawaka Network program itself. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with that.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
Got Haley Bossy batting here. And now it's going to be Philly Casicano going to get back to first. Double play. And we've got 2 outs already in the top of the 5th. Actually, that's going to be 3. I thought it was 3. But yeah, that's going to end the top of the 5th inning. We will be back with some more softball. We're going to take a quick break once our crew is ready. And we'll be back soon.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to Gardner Field. We got Aubrey Ferguson now to pitch. Kayla Johnson's going to take a seat. Give her arm a break. Actually, looks like maybe she'll be taking first. I'm not sure. She doesn't have any headgear on right now. Looks like they're kind of just still warming up here. But while we got some time, Kim, we were just talking about our involvement in not just the Mishawaka Network outside of school, but during school. We've got a lot of great projects that we've gone through so far this year. We've got our big project coming up, but so far, what has been your favorite?
My favorite overall, honestly, I do love that we have a lot of creative freedom with this one. But my favorite by far, honestly, is probably the ones where he gives us creative freedom to make a news segment.
Oh, yeah.
I always enjoy those. I made a couple senior spotlights. Made one for, speaking of, Mr. Brady Gallo. I also made one for Alden Zolman. Did you do anything for a news segment?
I've written a few scripts, and I've read quite a few throughout the year, and that one's going to go over the press boxes. That one's fouled away. Got an 0-2 count. Holly Shine behind. But, yeah, I have yet to film or edit a news segment. My editing skills are definitely not where I want them to be. I'm sure Mr. Randall, if he was on air, he would agree. But Holly Shine going to get some contact with that one, and it's going to get loose. She's going to keep running the bases. She's going to get a nice little double out of that one. She was gunning for third, but she made the safe play and decided to stop there at second. Very smart there. We want to let our fans and listeners know that the mercy rule in softball is 10 runs If a team is leading by 10 runs after 5 innings, the game is called. So as of right now, with the score being 7-0, the Pilgrims scoreless. If the Cavemen score 3 more runs, that will be the ball game. That one's gonna be a little outside for a ball there. Another one outside. We've got, looks like Chloe Hershey there up to bat. Her 4th at bat, I believe, of the day. Ferguson, pitch outside. Your count is 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Hershey's gonna get a piece of that one. Kind of stung the pitcher a little bit, looks like. And yeah, looks like that right leg hurt her a little bit. That ball made
Hit her
bad
right
contact.
in the knee.
Yeah, that was not good.
And coaches are out there, and it looks like Mishawaka trainer Hannah also is going out there to assess the situation.
Yes, our lovely athletic trainer, Hannah, has always doing a great job. Shows up to almost all the sporting events, or all of them that she can, and she does a phenomenal job. I know so many people that leave class a little early at the end of the day and go to the trainer just so they can make sure their body is right for their sport. But yeah, she's checking out Ferguson right now. Hopefully she's okay, can continue to pitch the rest of this game.
It seems that she is hopping on it, so maybe we'll have a little bit of updates in a minute.
Yeah, looks like she's okay. Maybe she's gonna get a few pitches in and see how it feels in action. But as she's warming up, Cam, you noticed that you told me and told the viewers that your favorite thing to do is when you get creative freedom when creating a news segment. You've done a few senior spotlights and things like that. I know you did one on Zolman. I know you did one on Brady Gal, as you mentioned. And your website, are you going to feature those on there? Just a little bit of a, self advertisement, or?
I may put one or both of them on there. I know a big thing I'm trying to do is put a lot of student work on there, because we have more and more student projects, and unless they're going on to the newscast, or even if maybe you're working for Mishawaka Network, those aren't really seen much by the public eye, or if at all. So my goal is to make sure and get some of that stuff out there. We did just do portfolios, so I may try to put a few students. Definitely put some alumni out there, just so people can see where the network staff is at now.
Sounds like, once again, an amazing idea. I can't wait to see how that turns out. I'm sure it's going to be a great thing that Mr. Ender will love for years to come. That ball popped up. We've got an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carmen Frazier looking to bring in her teammate Holly Shine, who's at third base.
Which, Daniel, other than your documentary about Brady, have you done anything new in class?
I'm currently working on my website, my portfolio website, and I just finished up an editing project. Carmen Frazier, that ball looked like it was coming at us. Saw a few people in the press box flinch a little bit. But Ferguson, that one's going to go. That one's going to be a strike there, but so we already got a 1-2 count here. Carmen Frazier looking to get something done. Ferguson, the pitch, and nice contact. Is that going to get through? And it is going to pop out of the glove. Holly Shine going to come in and give the K-Men their 8th run of the ball game, just 2 away from ending the contest. 0 outs.
Making her first appearance at the plate.
Now,
Moving from
Callahan Steinman.
6th in the order, number 21, Callahan Steinman.
Which, as we talked about earlier, Callahan Steinman is the only freshman on varsity.
And from what I've heard, I haven't spoken to her too much, but from what I've heard, she takes her art very seriously. She's very passionate about this sport, as are many of her teammates.
You gotta love seeing that passion, and you can definitely tell on the field and off the field just how much these girls truly love their art.
No doubt about it. And we look like we've got Grace Matherly, a sophomore, courtesy running at third. And that hit is going to get through for a nice single for Callahan Steinman. And Carmen Frazier and Grace Matherly, who's courtesy running, are going to get those runs in and end the contest. Your final score, 10-0. The Plymouth Pilgrims held scoreless. Cavemen, a great showing offensively and defensively. A lot of smiles out there, and why wouldn't there be?
Yes, especially from our pitcher, Lily St. Clair. I know she came out running with a smile on her face, and she was just so ready to high five all of her teammates.
Yeah, no doubt. She pitched a complete game, and she pitched a great game, allowing no runs and very few hits. I don't have the exact number for you, but they did a great job today getting the win. Continuing that winning streak to 9 now. They extended it, and now their record is, I believe, 12-4. So, I mean, a great broadcast. In my opinion, I mean, it's your second time on there. You did a great job, I think.
Well, thank you.
Both of our first times, as I mentioned prior, covering softball, and you know, it's always great as Caveman fans and students to see our team get a win in any sport. So, congratulations once again. Our final score, 10-0 over the Plymouth Pilgrims, and that is going to do it. I've been Daniel Phillips here with Cam Stokes, and we're going to be signing off with the Mishawaka Network, and that's going to do it. We'll be